Welcome to CAD with Mr. Hugh, your favorite math channel. In today's video, we'll be looking at the area of a circle. How do we calculate the area of a circle? So it's two videos covering the topic and we'll be starting now. Welcome to CAD with Mr. Hugh. In today's video, we have an interesting topic today. We'll be looking at the area of a circle. So we'll be calculating the area of a circle given the formula pi r squared. Now, before we get into the lesson, area is the amount of space that a two-dimensional object or a flat object takes up. And this is the formula that we are using today. In the previous video, we looked at the calculation of the area for our triangles, and we did 4 triangles. So we highly encourage you to visit that video after you have completed watching this one. So back again to the area. So we're saying that the area has this symbol in there. It's called pi, right? So pi in math is the ratio of the circumference of a circle to its diameter. Now in today's video, we're not going to go down into the proving of this formula. Perhaps if you're so inclined, you could probably research it on the internet or look in your math textbook to further enlighten your interest in how this pi formula came about. All right, so pi is the same for every circle, regardless of the size or the unit of measurement. Okay, so pi, this is the value for pi. So pi, which is a math concept, is equal to 22 divided by 7 or 3.14. And it's the same for, as I said, any size circle with a big or small or whatever units the circle is in. Okay, now there's a pi button on your calculator, especially if you have a scientific calculator. You could just press it to get the value for pi, which is 3.14, which we're using in today's class. Now, this is a short version for pi, okay? Because a long decimal, okay? Right, so that's the accepted short version for pi, meaning it is 3.14, and there are some other decimal places, but we just, as a standard in math, we use 3.14 to represent pi in our calculation. All right, now on the screen, we have 4 circles, and we are going to calculate the area for each of these circles, right? Now, in the previous video where I calculated the area for the 4 triangles, I revisited the videos and I tried to maintain the types of units that I had. So I have for the last video on the area for triangles, I had the first triangle in millimeters, then centimeters, then meters. So question 1, 2, and 3, the measurement, units of measurement is in metric, right? For question 4, as I did in the previous video on the calculation for area for triangles, we're using the imperial unit of measurement, and the unit that we're using in today's class is feet, right? So as I said in the previous video, 12 inches make 1 foot, right? So questions 1, 2, and 3 have metric measurements, and question 4 has imperial measurements, right? So depending on which one of them you're using, bear in mind that you're going to get different units for them. All right. So having said that, now we're going to start with question 1. I hope everybody is with me. All right, so the first thing we're going to do, we're going for question 1, we're going to calculate the area for this circle. So this red line is indicating that this is a radius. So I'm going to put here radius. Okay? Now, we're going to write the formula, right? So in your math class, you always start off with the formula, right? So you write area is equal to pi r squared. All right, so for the first one, I'm going to show you step by step. All right, so what we'll do now, we will look on our question and see what unit is given. Is it the diameter or the radius that is given? Because our formula, we need the radius. So we have 20 as a radius, so we are fine here. So we're going to write A, we're going to plug in the values from the question is equal to 3.14 times, what is R? 20, 20 squared. All right. So I'm going to write it for the first of us. I'm going to write A, which is the area, is equal to 3.14 times, so the square root means you're going to multiply this number by itself. All right, so it would be 20 times 20. All right, so this square unit, this is what it means, right? And then we're going to write A area. When we put this in the calculator, I did it before I made the video, is equal to, you would get 1,256. Now we need to look at the unit of what's given. Is metric, what is millimeter, right? So we're going to write small common letters, millimeter, and we'll always get a square value when we calculate the area, right? So this is the area for this. All right, good. I hope you're with me. All right, so we're gonna do question 2 now, right? So what this is saying is for every every square millimeter in this square, right? Remember, you'd have a piece of a small little one here, right? And you'd have a full one here. What it is saying is that there are 1,256 square units that would fill up this entire circle here at this radius 20 millimeter, right? So this would be a millimeter square, like a graph paper, just like a graph paper. And it's how many of those would fill up this flat two-dimensional flat surface. All right, good. We'll be working question 2 now. So we need to look at the question and see what is given. So here, this red line represents the diameter, and the diameter passes through the center of the circle. All right. So we're going to go again. A, we're going to just write A for today. A is equal to, we always write back the formula. So it's pi r squared. Right? So we're going to come here now. A is equal to 3.14 times. Now, if the diameter is 20, then the radius is 10. So this will be the radius. So this radius will be 10 centimeter, okay? So when you get the question, you need to look and see if it was the diameter or the radius that is given. So this will be 10 squared. All right? And when you work out that now, you would get A is equal to 3.14 times 10 times 10. Right? So this square root, right, is saying that you multiply the this 10 twice by itself. Okay, so it'll be 10 times 10, you get 100. Okay, all right, so we're going to continue now. We're going to write area. Can you guess what the area would be? It would be 100. So 100 times this, you would get 314 centimeters squared. Okay, this will be equal to, when you punch it on the calculator, it will be 314. The unit is centimeter, so we're going to get by the same centimeter squared. We have come to the end of today's video. We thank you for your support for the channel called CAD Mr. Hugh. And in the next video, we'll be continuing with part 2 of the 2 videos. Please take care until then. Bye.
Thanks for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, comment, and share.